Hi guys. Today we're gonna be getting into why MIHAWK is a fraud. Um, my name's Bikmo. I'm a professor. When it comes to slander, I teach at Harvard Slander. I actually teach how to spot a fraud 101. I have 10 years in this industry. I know every way to spot a fraud. I know who's a fraud, who's not a fraud. I'm pretty accurate when it comes to fraudulent behavior. You might notice I have Sanji in my background. He's not really a fraud. Some people call him a fraud. I'll actually maybe make a video one day as to why Sanji is not a fraud and why he's a real nigga. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. Number one, he ran from Shanks. I feel like this is a pretty known fact. Everybody knows Mihawk constantly runs from Shanks. Shanks himself being a fraud, Shanks is actually pretty fraudulent if we go down the facts. He's definitely significantly less fraudulent than somebody like Mihawk, who's somebody who I would classify as a S tier fraud. He's definitely very good at his job. He's very good at what he does. He sticks to the plan. He aura farms. He gets his clips in. He dips. He maintains his title maxing. He's very good at maxing out his title stats. But yeah, we never really saw him get into fights. He only fights. We're gonna get into his fights a little bit later. Let me just start off with the fact that we saw Shanks. He pulled up to Marineford. Where was Mihawk? He was fighting some bum Whitebeard commander, and he actually didn't even finish that fight. We're gonna get into that stuff later, but Shanks pulls up. Mihawk's not with it. He's not with the smoke. He comes up with an excuse. Oh, you only have one arm. I'm not gonna fight you anymore. Interestingly enough, we've never actually heard the results of any of their fights. Surprisingly enough, it just goes to show they're both pretty fraudulent. If Shanks actually beat him, I'm pretty sure he would probably say that somewhere in the in the anime or manga and source material. But yeah, Mihawk never claims to have beaten him either. We don't know if they've won or if they've drawn. What's going on? They're pretty fraud. I'm smelling a little bit of fraudulent behavior, which my sense when it comes to that is very keen. Number two, this is actually a well-known fact. Everybody knows this. He paints his sword. He basically, let me tell you a little bit of a story about Mihawk. What Mihawk wanted was he wanted to have a hockey blade. Mihawk wanted a hockey blade. He wanted to have the aura. He wanted to look cool. He wanted to look swaggy. So what did he do? He wanted to be like the guys, the Zoros, the Goats, the Enmas. He painted it. We can pretty see here. This is fan art, but at the end of the day, we'll get into that later. But at the end of the day, come on, man. Look, he's painting it. And what's funny enough is, I don't know how anybody didn't spot this earlier. If we look at his sword, it's pretty much blue. Like, you can see it fading a little bit. It's pretty blue. It always has this kind of shine to it. We don't really see that when it comes to other hockey blades. They're pretty pure black, and they look actually a little bit more purplish instead. That's what the hue looks like when you have a true hockey blade. It looks a little bit more purple rather than blue. The reason it looks a little bit blue is the silver is actually trying to come out of the black paint. It's fading, interestingly enough. Yeah, it's pretty funny how fraudulent you could be to even paint your sword. It's just like, wow. Another one right here. He ends pretty much every fight. He ends every fight in a draw if the character is above building tier, obviously. We see it with Vista. We see it with Shanks. He doesn't fight Shanks. And then who does he even fight? Who does Mihawk fight? Let me know. Who does Mihawk fight, and who does he finish fights with if they're above building tier? We look at it right here. In the One Piece manga and anime, Mihawk has never been shown having a serious, full power, and definitively finished fight against any truly strong. Truly strong, I would classify as somebody like Vista. Vista is actually truly strong. He's a Whitebeard commander, probably building level. He's very decently strong character. Maybe not a high tier, but he's definitely not weak. You know what I mean? Like this Zoro, who is actually, interestingly enough, the only finished fight we've seen Mihawk in, is the only character that is surprisingly super weak. We can see it here again, the painted sword antics. Why is his sword shining like this? Why is it silver here? We can just see it. You could say it's the sun, but look at his. This is pre hockey blade. It looks just like Zoro's sword. Why does his sword look like Zoro's sword? These are not hockey blades. I'm pretty sure these are not hockey blades. This is like Baratier Arc Zoro. He does not have any like cursed blades or anything. This is a regular sword. Like, again, bro, the fraudulent behavior, we catch it every time. This is what we do over here. No swag. Absolutely no swag. No drip. We look at a real nigga who's a swordsman like Zoro. I mean, come on, bro. Look at the effortless drip. He goes Dior Hedi Slimane, SS SSG to represent Space Station Gaming. Shout out PG. I mean, come on, bro. He goes. What does he go? He goes Balenciaga puffer jacket. He goes three swords, all of them having their own style. Come on, man. He doesn't do it like this. He goes North Face tag with the Supreme, with the Balenci. Come on, man. He's not doing that. And then we have obviously the classic fit. Then he just goes for a little bit of an extravagant swag right here, looking dapper. He switches up the colors. This nigga's he's a fraud. He gets absolutely mogged by Zoro. Look at it. Look at it. He's a bum. Like, come on, man. You wonder why. You wonder why he sits on a boat alone. Who wants to hang with a nigga who wears the same fit every day? The nigga probably stinks. He probably stinks. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Zoro probably smells better than him, and Zoro trains every day. Look at him. He doesn't train. He doesn't train. Look at his arms. Skinny. He's skinny. He's a bum. Again, painted sword. Why does it look like that? Why is it shining? The sun is probably the opposite way. Why is it shining? Why is it shining? I want to know. Why is it always shining? Why is there always a little bit lighter hue? I don't get it. I don't get it. He's a bum. And that's it. That's just I just don't understand. How can he be this fraudulent? How can he get away with it every time? This little swordsman antic. Oh, he's the strongest swordsman. How does it work every time? He has you guys fooled. This is on the first episode of me exposing fraudulent behavior. I've been teaching this for about 10 years. I'm actually very educated on this topic of how to spot frauds. I know what a fraud looks like. This is classic fraud behavior. My course is in the link in my bio and my description. You're gonna find everything. It's only about $500 a week. It's pretty cheap. If you want to get into how to be a fraud, this is a very lucrative business. It's on the come up. Yeah, I mean, with all this slander going around, this Rize versus Bikmo. Bikmo wins, by the way. I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Who's a fraud? Who's not a fraud? Another fraud like Rize, building level tier character, pretty bummy, not very strong in terms of when you compare her to people like Bikmo, who can actually destroy things that are above building level, and he has explosions and he's way faster. I mean, we can get into that another time though. That's just a topic for another day. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. I've pretty much exposed him. There's nothing left. His fits are terrible. He's chopped. It's over.